Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with the top 5 best PC game deals of the week. A very light week this week, nothing too insane. There are a few repeat deals, such as Bundle Stars has got Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor for $5. They've got Mad Max for $5, but I've mentioned those ones numerous times before, so I didn't put them on the top 5, but if you're interested in those games, you can check those out on Bundle Stars. Those two in particular have been going on sale a lot recently, so you can find them at $5 just about whenever. Moving on to the top 5, with number 5, I definitely want to give a mention to the Humble Monthly because that is ending tomorrow. If you pay $12, you right away get access to Dirt Rally and Inside, two very high quality games. Dirt Rally and Inside are both recent releases. I'm not a big fan of the Dirt games. Racing games outside of Forza really aren't my cup of tea, but Inside is a terrific game. That was made by the same guys that did Limbo. And if you played Limbo and enjoyed that, Inside will be right up your alley. It's very atmospheric, very dark, and it got very, very high reviews. And obviously the rest of the bundle will unlock tomorrow. Who knows what will be offered in it, but for $12, getting just Dirt Rally and Inside, that's well worth it, and then you get a bunch of other games too. Humble Monthly is just great. It also grants you 10% off everything on the Humble Store, so it's just insane value for $12. Speaking of the Humble Store, number 4 is Torchlight 2, which is $5, but if you are a member of Humble Monthly, you will get 10% off, knocking it down to $4.50. Very good deal. I played a lot of the first Torchlight. I do have Torchlight 2, but I haven't played it as much. With the first Torchlight, I enjoyed that game a lot. They're very Diablo-esque style of games. If you enjoyed Diablo, Torchlight will be right up your alley. Typically goes for around $20, but after the monthly discount, $4.50 is a really good price for this game, and you can get a lot of hours out of Torchlight 2. And if you have a couple friends to play with, then even better. A lot of content, a lot of grinding, but that's to be expected from these kinds of games, but still a pretty good deal nonetheless. Moving on to number 3, Rocket League is on sale on Steam, and along with being on sale, it is play for free over the weekend, so definitely play the game if you haven't played Rocket League, which at this point, I don't know how you haven't played the game. It's only 30% off, so not a crazy good discount, but this is a game that Psyonix knows that a lot of people want to play it, and they can charge pretty much whatever price they want, and people will buy it. $14 is an okay price, but Rocket League, as I'm sure you guys know, is a terrific game. It's just a great party game, great multiplayer experience, and there is a lot of fun to be had with Rocket League. There is also a 4-pack available for $42. Pretty much you get 4 copies of the game for the price of 3, so if you and 3 other friends want to split the cost of the game, you can get it a little bit cheaper that way. At the very least, go ahead and play it for free, see if you like it. You're probably gonna like it. It's a really good game. Get a couple other friends to download it for free, and then maybe you can save some money picking up the game, the weekend deal. It's 30% off, $42 for the 4-pack, and $14 if you just want 1 copy. The Game of the Year edition that typically goes for $25 is also 30% off, down to $17.50. That includes the game and obviously the DLC content. Moving on to number 2, Green Man Gaming has got a 2K bundle. It includes Spec Ops The Line, XCOM Enemy Unknown Complete Edition, and Borderlands Game of the Year Edition, and it's $18.69, which I think is a pretty good deal. Spec Ops The Line typically goes for like $7, $8 on sale. Same with XCOM Enemy Unknown Complete, and I believe Borderlands Game of the Year goes for at least $5 to $10. And that's with all of those games being on sale on like a Steam sale. I have played all 3 of these games. Personally speaking, I think Spec Ops The Line is a fantastic game. It performed very poorly commercially because it came out at $60, and the campaign was only 4 to 6 hours long, and the multiplayer wasn't anything to write home about. But now that you're picking up the game for very cheap, it's well worth it. The game is very story driven, a very emotional and dark experience. I would highly recommend you guys to play it. The gameplay isn't anything amazing. It's your standard third-person shooting fare. Don't get me wrong, by no means is it bad, just nothing out of the ordinary. XCOM Enemy Unknown Complete Edition is great, and Borderlands Game of the Year Edition is obviously great. I think most people know about those 2 games. Just wanted to really talk about Spec Ops The Line because that is a game that has gone really under the radar over the years. Finally, number 1, Steam has got a Star Wars May the 4th Be With You sale. It's every Star Wars game on sale. Obviously, Star Wars Battlefront isn't on here. I believe that game is on sale on Origin. It's $20 for like the Ultimate Edition. I don't know who's really interested in Star Wars Battlefront at this point, with Battlefront 2 coming out this fall. However, all the titles on Steam are on sale. You've got Star Wars Battlefront 2, $2.50. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, $2.50. Knights of the Old Republic 2, $2.50. The Force Unleashed, a really good game, $5. Force Unleashed 2, $5. And all the LEGO games are also on sale for 75% off. Now, I would be weary about some of these games because they are very old and them running on Windows 10 or even Windows 7 is hit or miss. So just do your research depending on what kind of hardware you're running, what kind of operating system you have. Either way, it's not a big deal because Steam refunds is always there and these games are so cheap, so dropping the $2 or $2.50 isn't a big deal. Hell, some of these games you can pick up just by selling some Steam trading cards and you'll get enough money to pick these up. But yeah, a lot of games on sale. Definitely check them out. A lot of good games, a lot of not so good games, but all of the Star Wars games, there's a ton to pick from. Personally speaking, obviously, Knights of the Old Republic is great. LEGO Star Wars is great. Like I said, The Force Unleashed is also really, really good. The first one, the second one, not so much. So yeah, definitely check all of those out. So that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. As always, thanks for watching. If you have a request for a future video, you can leave it in the comments section down below. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.